Alright, imagine this. You've just finished doing laundry. You pull out the freshly washed clothes, start sorting and folding, and then you notice it. One sock. Just one. You double-check the basket, shake out the fitted sheet, look inside the dryer, nothing. Where did the other one go? It's like laundry day has its own Bermuda Triangle. The case of the missing sock is something we've all experienced, so much so that it's become a running joke in households around the world. But is it just carelessness? Or is there something more going on here? Today, we're diving headfirst into the surprisingly fascinating and mysterious world of laundry-related sock loss. We'll explore the science, psychology, mechanics, history, conspiracy theories, and even cultural humor around this bizarre but universal experience. Get ready, we're about to unravel the threads of one of life's most annoying and hilarious mysteries: the universal sock phenomenon. Let's start with something we all know deep down: this happens to everyone. Every household. Every culture. Every laundry room. One moment the socks are together, like best friends. The next they're separated. One vanishes like it slipped into another dimension. But why does it feel so common? Psychologists call this a cognitive bias. We remember the oddities. The annoyances. Losing a sock sticks with us more than any of the hundreds of times the socks made it out intact. It feels like it's happening all the time, even if statistically it's not. But that doesn't explain everything. Because in many homes, especially ones with older washing machines, the sock isn't just lost, it's gone. No trace. And that leads us to our next question. Is it the washing machine? This theory has some serious traction. Can a sock actually disappear inside your washing machine or dryer? Short answer? Yes. Here's what appliance experts have discovered. In some front-loading washers and dryers, especially older or cheaper models, there's a small gap between the drum and the machine's outer casing. If a sock, particularly a small one, gets caught during a spin cycle, it can slip through this gap and get lodged inside the machine. In fact, technicians have opened machines to find dozens of socks stuck inside the drainage system, pump filters, or between the inner and outer drums. Some manufacturers even started redesigning machines to reduce sock loss after customer complaints. And dryers? Same deal. If a sock gets caught in the lint trap area or behind the drum seals, it can burn up, disintegrate, or fall into hard-to-reach places. So yes, some socks are literally eaten by your laundry appliances. But that's just one part of the mystery. Human error and laundry habits. Let's be honest, sometimes it's our fault. Ever throw laundry in quickly and not realize a sock didn't make it into the washer? Or accidentally drop one between the basket and the machine? Our laundry routines are often rushed and repetitive. We do them on autopilot. So if a sock falls behind the machine or sticks to the inside of the hamper, it can go unnoticed for weeks. Sometimes we blame the washer when the sock never even made it inside. And then there's sorting. How many of us truly match socks carefully after every load? If you're doing laundry for a family, you might have 30-plus pairs of socks in a single load. A mismatched pair might go unnoticed, and if it happens more than once, that's how you end up with the infamous sock orphan bin. The math of sock loss. Believe it or not, someone actually created a sock loss formula. Researchers at Samsung, yes, really, commissioned a study and came up with this equation. Sock loss index equals L plus C, P times A, where L is the laundry size, C is the washing complexity, P is the positivity of the person doing the laundry, A is their attention level. It's a little tongue-in-cheek, but it's based on real data. More laundry, more distractions, less attention, equals more lost socks. It turns out the bigger the load and the more complex your laundry routine, colors, delicates, multiple machines, the more likely socks will disappear. Chapter 6: History of the Sock. To understand why losing socks feels so irritating, we have to look at the sock itself. Socks have been around for thousands of years. The earliest known examples date back to 500 AD, wool foot coverings from ancient Egypt. The modern sock, however, really took off during the Industrial Revolution. Since then, socks have become one of the most disposable, yet essential, parts of daily fashion. We wear them almost every day, yet we rarely think about them, until one goes missing. And because they're always sold in pairs, losing one renders the other one essentially useless. And that adds to the frustration. Sock culture and memes. The sock loss mystery is so relatable that it's inspired art, cartoons, memes, and even conspiracy theories. There are jokes about the sock dimension, a parallel universe filled with lost socks and unmatched Tupperware lids. Entire Reddit threads are dedicated to sock loss stories, and some people have even tried creating sock tracking apps or RFID chips for socks. And then there's the famous laundry gnome theory, that mischievous creatures live inside dryers and steal socks for fun. As silly as that sounds, it's a reflection of how widespread and weirdly personal this mystery is. Psychological impact and the power of minor inconveniences. Why does something as small as a missing sock get under our skin? It's the psychology of small annoyances. We expect laundry to be predictable. It's repetitive, domestic, and boring. So when something goes wrong, especially something that defies explanation, it creates a little spike of cognitive dissonance. Our brains don't like uncertainty. We want answers, even for trivial things. That's why something as tiny as a sock going missing can cause disproportionate annoyance, or even spark minor existential frustration. Possible solutions, and why they rarely work. Alright, can we actually prevent sock loss? Some people swear by mesh laundry bags just for socks. Others use sock clips, safety pins, or only buy identical socks so they're always interchangeable. Here's the reality. These solutions work, but only if used consistently. And most of us forget to keep up the habit. So eventually, we're right back to square one sock short of a pair. Still, a few practical tips can reduce the odds. Check the washer and dryer seals regularly. Turn clothes inside out before drying to reduce static cling. Count your socks before and after the wash. Use smaller loads with more attention. But will this solve the mystery once and for all? Maybe not. And that might be the point. Final thoughts. So, why do we keep losing socks in the laundry? Well, it's a mix of science, design flaws, static electricity, human behavior, and a little bit of mystery. Sometimes it's our machines. Sometimes it's our habits. And sometimes, the universe just seems to eat socks for fun. But maybe what makes this mystery so enduring isn't the missing sock, it's the shared experience. The humor. The memes. The weird satisfaction of eventually finding that long-lost sock under the bed 6 months later. And who knows? Maybe that's what makes the missing sock one of the most relatable mysteries of modern life. Thanks for sticking with me for this deep and slightly silly dive. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out some of our other curious investigations. Until next time, may your socks always stay paired, your laundry loads light, and your dryer free of portals to another dimension.